Okay, this is Tom Challen, and I've got a message for you today. If you want to be the most effective in your home-based business, I'm going to share with you 3 things that will rock your world. And I mean that literally. I know that sounds hypey, but I've been doing this now for over 20 years. I've been the #1 sponsor in almost every company I've worked with, and the #1 earner, built multiple teams of over 40,000 people. And there was times where I was floundering and distracted and not as effective as I could be, pretending, wasting time, too much energy spent in the wrong ways. And then I got really in a zone after having my cars repossessed and broken financially, broken my ego. And I just said, what's the bottom line to make money? And I'm going to talk about 3 things right now. The 3 things, and the way that I'm going to start this off was with an analogy. If you're going to survive, I'm talking your health. Like, for me not to die during this video right now, I've got to do one very important thing. But really 3 things to survive in general. Number 1, I have to and you have to, we have to breathe. We have to get air and oxygen into our lungs and into our blood so we can survive and our heart can operate and we can and our brain can live. We need oxygen, we need to breathe. Number 2, we need to drink water. You need oxygen, you need water into your blood, you need to hydrate your body. Number 3, you need food. Otherwise, sooner or later, you're going to die. It's just the way that it works. And so what does that have to do with building your business and being in a zone and being effective and getting into that place that helped me sponsor 500 people in 1 year and do the best that I didn't even know was possible for me? How did I do that? I got in a zone of treating oxygen and translating oxygen for learning how to connect with people. Number 1. Treating water like sending people to a presentation. And treating food like getting them started. So I treated almost as valuable, not really, but just the way that you get into that kind of focus is to treating breathing like sponsoring, to connect with people. Treat your business when it comes to connecting with people, sharing a presentation, and sponsoring like breathing and water and food, and putting it that kind of priority. And when you do that, you don't get caught up on software and thinking that you got to manage software and thinking that you got to manage internet marketing right now, or thinking that you got to manage branding and marketing and social media and placing Facebook ads right now, or thinking that you have to understand your comp plan right now, or thinking that you've got to be a product expert, right? Thinking that you've got to be a product expert before you can go out there and share your products. Thinking that you've got to become an expert at anything, any kind of detail, or anything that's going to distract you. Look, all those things are good, but until you learn to master breathing and drinking and surviving with food, which means the translation of that is connecting with good people, learning how to send those good people to the second step, which is a presentation, and then learning how to get those people started into your business and or as a customer into your company, period. And when I got really good with that, is when I worked less hours, sponsored more people, and they were higher qualified. And once those higher qualified people partnered with me, they would say, well, what do I do now? I'd say, do what I just did to get you started. I connected with you, I sent you to a presentation, and I got you started. And here's how you get better at connecting. Here's how you get better at sharing. Here's how you get better at getting people started. When you treat your business like that, everything else that you do, like learning CRM systems and learning app, or learning a software, or learning the next educational class with your product, or learning the comp plan, or anything else that you do that's technical or IT or leveraging your internet, all that is icing on the cake. Yes, it can help you leverage, but you've got to do the low-hanging, simple, duplicatable fruit that built this industry 100 years ago, and it's not old school. This is not old school method. Look, this is going to work in 2017, 18, 19. It's not old school. It's time-tested, proven things where you've got to learn the foundation of what replicates in your home-based business. And this is the most replicatable, proven method of all the companies that I've coached with and that I see in all of my friends that are making 6 and 7 figures or earners around the industry. This is the most simple, proven method that I've ever found, and it'll work for you as well. So I want you to do one thing as we're wrapping this call up. Take a big deep breath and do me a favor. Would you share this message and subscribe, like it, or wherever you're at in social media? You know what to do. I'll see you in the next video. Breathe.